relationship with my wife's little cousin. So that's how I know Steve. And so I called Steve. Yeah.
Well, you know, Steve introduced me to my wife. Steve, let me ask you something. If I invite you to my shit and I'm at the Four Seasons or I'm at the Waldorf, the last thing I want to see is the Compton crew, the Crenshaw crew. They come in with all these. I said, yo, Steve, I'm going to stop inviting you to my room.
He got the Mexicans too. He got everybody. Steve got the Mexicans. He got everybody. Steve got everybody, man.
Yo, Steve is crazy. So what was your situation with Suge Knight? Like y'all was partners and y'all was working together before he went away.
Suge, man, Suge was basically like, you know, my crutch, man. When I first came home, Suge picked me up and really just kind of like took care of me, guided me the whole time when I came home. Like I got out actually before him 5-6 months. And so we was moving. I was moving with Suge, watching Suge, learning the actual application of the business. And then with Suge, I met Petey Pablo. So me and Petey Pablo got hella tight. And so
Petey a real one. Petey a real one.
Yes,
Be
sir.
clear.
Well,
I done put in work with Petey Pablo right next to me. Petey a real one. Okay?
Yeah.
Physically. Like, you know, Petey go. Petey go.
Yeah, man. So, and like I said, man, I met a lot of people with Suge, and then I got a lot of backlash because of Suge, but it was more good than it was bad. You know what I mean? But it was just time for me to move on and do other things.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, and your relationship, you know, your relationship with Nipsey, I met Nipsey Hussle through you. I mean, if I tell you behind the camera, I tell you in front of the camera, I tell you in front of anywhere, that's where I met Nipsey Hussle. And so your brother passes away, right? And then when people, you can be cool with somebody, right? And you can stop me if I'm going to a wrong place. But you could be brothers with somebody, but don't necessarily know their other friends or their family or whatever. And once they pass away, now you got like this situation with these people you really never vibe with or know like that. And then that's where, you know, rumors happen, shit start, and then you start feeling weird because while the brother's here, all you ever do is love them and support them and want to see them win. It happened to me with Big Pun.
I didn't know that.
You ain't the only person.
Man, I did not know that.
This was my brother. I would sleep with him. You know what I'm saying? We came up together. He became a millionaire. He was in this. And then when he passed away, I got to start talking and arguing with people. I don't even know these guys like that or their family or stuff like that. And now the public is looking and they all make up their own perceptions.
Right.
And so when I talk to you, you know, and me and you talk privately, when I told you my story, it gave you some type of, you know, because I've been doing this shit for 20 years with these people. So, I mean, what was that like when we sat down and we talked, you know, just about our
Man, let me tell you, it was amazing for me to hear that you went through the same thing I was going through it, but I was actually going through it at the time with all these different rumors and fuck shit and all the stuff that was going on. But when I heard you say you went through it, man, it was, I don't want to say it was a relief because you told me it's going to be some months and they relentless, you know what I mean? And it really kind of helped me be able to deal with it, man, because it's just crazy to me how people can be so ignorant and really just want bullshit when it wasn't nothing. You know what I mean? So when I heard your story, and your story was on a magnitude that was far worse than mine, because you had evidently did so much more. And you had no conflict ever. You know what I mean? We had a conflict, but it was 10 years ago. You had none. So when I heard you tell your story and what you went through and what you went through with the family, it was amazing to me to even hear that somebody on your caliber had even went through that.
Oh yeah, we still go through it, man. They still try. You know, if you ask me without going in detail, I tell you what I tell people all the time. I'm supposed to have like a statue of me in the Bronx for keeping it so real with my brother, but yet it's still you got people that will always get involved and say they shit. And a lot of people, you know, you be clear of this, because I've been going through this. A lot of people talk shit about us just to be relevant and be in some type of conversation.
Man, that's the number one thing.
That's the only reason they running their fucking mouth.
It ain't no
just to be relevant, like they like clout chasing or, you know, I don't want to use that because this shit been happening to me before, clout chasing. But I mean, like, every time I see a dude talk some shit about, and I see a guy do it, he don't do an interview about his life or whatever. He do an interview about Fat Joe and what Fat Joe did. And like, yo, bro, man, talk about yourself, man.
It ain't no fun to talk about these dudes. You know what I mean? It ain't no fun. It ain't no storyline.
Yeah.
It ain't no storyline. But I mean, you know, I feel like that, like me and you was talking. What? It's more, they doing more harm to our family than they really do to us, because we can man up and be like, dog, let me put a face on you so I can get to you. You know what I mean? And discipline you for your wrong. But the shit really hits your family. It hits your family more than it hits you, because we grown as men. You know what I mean? But let me tell you, and even in telling this story, right? Every last one of us has been through something like this, and it hits us differently. You know, when I first started doing this documentary, right? I didn't know Bimmy and Deb was brothers and sisters.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy.
She the real one. Don't disrespect, baby. She the real one.
Yeah. Oh man.
His sister, she the real one out here.
Hey, let me tell you something, bro. This is something that people don't get. We had to take out maybe 20 minutes of Bim's story because the network would not allow us to put in Russell Simmons.
Damn. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. This might be a joke for a moment.
Russell Simmons was all over that documentary, bro.
Yeah,
Russell
Simmons gave us 3 hours.
Russell Simmons gave you 3 hours, and they wouldn't put him on the documentary.
They wouldn't let him.
I fought it 3 different times. I won it the first time they brought it to me. They was like, "Nah, we don't want him in." And the second time, like, then the third time, it was like. But Russell could really break down Bimmy's story on how he got into music when he first gave him the job, the street aspect, the problem that Russ was having in the streets. And he had to go to Bimmy, would have blew the top off of, you know, the East Coast for Bimmy. We couldn't tell that story because, you know, but I mean, they gave us ultimate respect and ultimate support. So I love them for it, but it robs Bimmy. It robbed a lot, and then it robs us
his property,
because he's the godfather of hip hop, and we had him. It wasn't that we couldn't get him.
We had him.
We had him, and we still got him on tape. He on tape.
Yeah. You gotta put that. That's for the behind the scenes or the undisclosed on YouTube. That's for or maybe season 2, because if they knew what I knew, they'd be scared of the whole show. But you know, the motherfuckers put that show on.
Yo, Big, you said that. Girl said that.
Yo.
Hey, I'm still tripping, crack.
Yo.
I'm still tripping.
Hey, yo,
I don't fucking believe it.
Yo. You know, there was a famous article when I had beef with 50 Cent, where he was on the source or something. He said he met with like Atlantic Records, and he was like trying to get signed there, and they were like acting like, "Yo, you 50 Cent, you crazy." He was like, "But don't you got Fat Joe signed to this record label? Do you know who the fuck you got signed to this label?"
Yeah, man.
Yo,
but look,
listen, I All right, let's go here, right? Because we you know we doing the right thing. Big you do tremendous work in your community.
Right.
With the kids that play football. You take them all around the country.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them got signed to NFL.
Yeah.
Tell us about that in detail, bro. Let them know the good you doing in your community.
Well, I started developing option, man, before I even came home. I started developing option 1 year in the shoe, when I was in the shoe writing through my step pops, and then me and my sister Monica Saunders, along with my wife, started developing option. Oh no, with Mark Martin and Bear Claw, we started developing option. Through there, we were instrumental on getting one of the gang intervention contracts in LA. We started doing gang intervention. We were able to bring down the gang violence in LA to the lowest it had been since 1967. Crippin started in 69. So we was able to get the gang violence down to the lowest, the gang murders, especially with African Americans, to the lowest point we had been at one point. So it didn't start to fluctuate. And so from there we went into adding our own money in and starting a football program with some of our own homeboys. So from there we had joined the Snoop League under my little brother Snoop Dogg. And we formed the Crenshaw Colts, which eventually turned to the Crenshaw Rams. And we started, educating and bringing these kids in. So we had kids like Anthony Thomas, Late John, we had Hatfield that came through our program, and other ones, Marcus Mann, through Crenshaw High School, because we were sitting from our program in the Crenshaw High School on the college and on into the pros. And we just been blessed, man, to really just been feeding these kids positiveness, and then for them to take our story and see the struggle we went through and to use that as a barometer going to the NFL, going to life. Man, I got 4 that's about to graduate from college this semester. Then I got 4 more that's about to graduate from college the following semester. That was on my last team. And my son is one of them, man, but we killing it, man, but we could use a lot more.
You had some players go to the NFL, right?
Yeah, we got 8 that went. Yeah, we got 8. We got 2 that's still in.
Yeah. So you got 8 in the NFL that went to the NFL that you guys mentored, and we got 2 still in there, right?
Yeah, we still got 2 in.
Shout out to my brother Rich Player.
Rich killing it though, man. Don't compare me to Rich.
Yo, Rich got some a bunch of guys that went to the NFL.
Yes, he does.
And it's a beautiful thing to mentor. Bimmy, what type of things you doing for the community, for the younger generation that's coming up? Because we could talk all this tough shit, but we got to inspire you and bring them to the light.
Well, I just closed my magazine up. It's called Corner Store Magazine. And what I was doing was I was feeding like the homeless. I was going to help the homeless shelter that I learned in New York City got the biggest teen shelter in the world. Like 16 years old, 20 years old in Manhattan. I should go there, have baby showers for girls. One year, I had a baby shower for a girl that you only give you 30 days to live there. And we came with presents, cakes, all that for this young lady. And she said, I have to leave today. So I'm like, what you gonna do with the presents? Well, I'm gonna go outside with it. But it got another shelter on 145th in Harlem. I said, yo, pack the cars up. We're gonna take her stuff, going out there and get it locked in the shelter over there. So we did that. Then I have Easter egg hunt every Easter. I have Easter egg hunt for the kids. But I put money in the eggs. I don't put candy, I put money. Now we go back to the basketball. I just have a basketball team that I work with. Like one of my players was great for Austin. Get them
One second, Bimmy. It's like one of us, it ain't me. but one of us is talking on the thing and we got somebody next to us that's watching it, that's giving you the echo. So if you got anybody right next to you that's watching this live, that's where the echo's coming from.
I'm by myself.
Yeah, I'm by myself
How about
too.
you, Trick?
Ain't nobody else in here with me.
You too? You by yourself, you?
Yeah, I'm by myself. Ain't no other phones with me.
Man, they just trying to fuck up the sound, but keep talking. They can't fuck us up.
So one of my players that I had was Rayford Austin, Skip to my loop. And one year, I'm gonna remind you, Joe, he played against y'all a year before that, and him and Kareem Reeves were having a fight in Alamo. They cleared the benches, we cleared our benches, niggas had chairs, you know, all that. So I told Skip, the following year we'll get a team. So I got a team. I got Mark Jackson. I got everybody. Whole Queens crew. Lamar Odom was playing with us. Lamar Odom, he said Jay-Z's album is all. His idol. Jay-Z's idol. He'll go with Jay-Z. I said, yo, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Them Brooklyn niggas ain't gonna go with no Queens niggas. So why the fuck you going with Jay-Z? Yo, that's my idol. He comes to Lakers. And I was like, all right, cool, go ahead, man. But two teams I didn't want to play against. That was Terror Squad and that was Jay-Z team. Because y'all had so many pros in that fucking park. And I had regular, like, not regular, but I had Mark Jackson. The dudes you had, we couldn't go against y'all guys.
Thanks for being truthful, Bimmy. Thanks for being truthful.
Oh, Vic, you.
I heard Fat Joe had the cheating squad.
Man, that nigga.
Yo, I'm 99-1. Big U. I'm the biggest coach ever in street basketball. I lost one game. You asked me, they cheated me to one game. I'm like, yo, bro, I kill everything. They the Bimmy and tell you I'm the living legend out there.
You couldn't go get Joe in that park. I ain't want to play against him. I got the street legend.
I got 7 chips.
Yeah, he went crazy out there. But Joe, what I'm doing now is, you know, I teamed up with one of my coaches, Book. He just came home, you know, Book, Emmanuel. He coaches the Gauchos right now. I'm the coach over there too, but I ain't been in practice in about a month. You know, traveling team. So I give my time to them, to the youth, you know, with that.
That's right. Trick.
What's up, bro?
The sound is killing me, but listen, Trick.
I know.
Tell me some of the positive things you're doing in the community.
Is it something that somebody volume up too high or something? Check. It's echoes.
I don't know.
Well, I'll try to get it without the horrible echo. Right now, I'm building Michelle Sassy at the School of Entertainment under the direction of the Christian Anthony Foundation, which I founded. The school I built with my own money, didn't ask for no donations, didn't need no government help. And that school is to help young people basically reach their dreams and their goals in the entertainment industry, from live instrumentation, writing, camera, cinematography, podcasting, recording, you name it. Like and we have a lot of support from a lot of entertainers that's going to donate time, you know, for various classes and courses in this school. Royce the 5'9", Maestro, different producers, Ed Beats, Malito. A lot of the people from around here and a lot of guests from out of town will come and assist us as well. Various shelters throughout the community. Like I'm always buying clothes and shoes, and if put it this way, in Detroit, if they need it, I got it. Okay, so I work with New Era Detroit, which is a huge organization in Detroit. Very proactive within the community. Wish Upon a Team, which is a program that goes throughout various hospitals in the state of Michigan and basically help out the teenagers who are suffering from terminal illnesses or just being hospitalized with certain conditions. We work with them close. Yeah. I mean, like I say, that's just a few that I can name.
What I'm trying to say is, can change. Because we grew up hard, and because we wasn't pussy, we wasn't suckers. You know, when we grow up, it's predator or prey. We chose not to be prey. And so people will always look at you from a lens of these guys are bad guys or whatever the case may be. But the truth is, we can sit here for hours and talk about how we give back to the community, how we try to talk the kids out of doing problems, drugs, and fucking their lives up and shit like that. And so I believe in change. And I believe that you can grow up in a fucked up society and fuck up. We all fucked up, all of us. We all fucked up, maybe. But we can actually grow and change and care for others and do things for others. And actually, because we grew up in such a tough society, we know what's going on with these kids and we know what they see and we know what they're doing. And so we make it our business to go back out there and help them. Yo, the sound is horrible. But, you know, I love you guys, and welcome to the big show. Even though somehow Big U found a way to make it on his shit, right?
Let's try to go to yours. Let's try to go back to yours.
I mean, every time I click you on, they don't let me click you on. This is the third, fourth time I try to do it with you, right? But what I'm saying is, the show is a hit.
It wouldn't let me even do it on my iPhone. It wouldn't even let me do it on this phone.
Huh?
It wouldn't even let me go on my iPhone.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. For some reason, we lucky we even got this off. You got to save this and post it on your shit so that we can come back and post it because I tried everything. But what I'm saying to you, Bimmy, Trick, it would have been great to get Haitian Jack on here. I go back with Haitian Jack a long time. I know him well. And I go up in there and take right? And so I'm up in there, we joking, we having fun, this is family. So when I leave the joint, my man Dre tells me, he says, yo, Crack. I said, yo, Dre, what's up? You know, Dre, he from Miami, you know, he don't be in New York. He said, yo, Dre, he said, you know where we was at? And I said, what do you mean where we was at? He was like, you know where we was just at? I said, where? He said, the Extortion's ball. We was in the Extortion's ball. I said, yo. I said, Dre, get the fuck out of here. Yo. Oh my God. But we know none of us ever did that and we don't do stuff like that. But, you know, man, those are good old days. I'm glad you guys got an outlet. I'm glad you guys, the show was incredible. I'm not bullshitting you. I'm not lying to y'all. Y'all put together an amazing show. And I look for, is there going to be a season 2?
Well, we waiting to see. I mean,
there go the executive producer right there.
We trying to see if they gonna give us a season 2.
Or they giving
We
y'all
might have to
season
walk
2.
to somewhere else. We might have to call one of your mans and them. You know what I mean? We might have to call. Nah.
And you know what I do, you, when I sit down with you and everybody, I tell y'all what it is. Off jump, I tell you what it is. There's a Ciroc, a much finer vodka, fan meal. Like, bro, you know, the biggest misconception in the black and brown community is that everybody can't get money. Everybody is supposed to get money, and you're supposed to be happy when you see other people get money. So when I see your show on TV, I'm fucking clapping for y'all. Like, and so people get jealous and everybody want to hold the money, but the money wasn't meant to be for one person. It's supposed to be for everybody. So that's that crabs in the barrel mentality. So I want you all to get money. I want you all to continue your success and just build on from here and take it to another level. As simple as that.
Yes, sir.
Man, I appreciate you, bro.
God bless y'all. Thank you for coming on.
My man.
Peace,
y'all. Yo, show.
One love.
Bim.